The next to last week of the National Football League season concludes tonight in Oakland, California. The Network Associates Coliseum is sold out for Monday Night Football between the Green Bay Packers and the Oakland Raiders. A vital game tonight for Green Bay, and clearly, without question, the most difficult start of Brett Favre's illustrious career. Al Michaels with John Madden and Lisa Guerrero. Welcome to Oakland, where the overriding story took place yesterday afternoon in Mississippi when Brett Favre's father, Irv, drove off the road and died, apparently of a massive heart attack. And then, cruel as it is, Brett Favre had to make a decision. Does he play tonight or doesn't he play tonight? He has chosen to play. And he may be retiring after next week's game. Good possibility. From the 31-yard line, Rick Meyer throws, and the ball is caught out in the flat by Jerry Rice. And his replacement, Hawthorne, they've already thrown his way twice. Third down and 8. Meyer, the Notre Damer, under pressure, and Rick goes down at the 43-yard line. Kabir Bajabiamila to get the Raiders rolling. And they never looked back in defeating Baltimore. Third down and 11. Favre has time. Favre going deep, and the ball is caught on the run by Robert Ferguson, who got behind Philip Buchanan. The coverage was pretty good, and the pass was perfect. Packers third in the league in rushing, and the Raiders are next to last in rushing defense. And Favre throws, and that is caught by Wesley Walls for a touchdown. The long-time tight end, one-time 49er across the bay. A beautiful pass and a great catch by Walls. And Brett Favre, playing under intense emotional duress, comes out and leads an 80-yard touchdown drive.
You watch him here, and Derek Gibson is going to be on him, and he has him right there, and Brett Favre just throws a perfect ball. And
in 98 is number 3, the Jets, San Francisco, and now his second year with Oakland. On third down and 4, Meyer throws, and it's through the hands of Charlie Garner. It was there. Charlie Garner reaches up. Tony Fisher, who plays a lot on third down, comes into the game, the Notre Damer, in the backfield. And they flip it to him, and he has some blocking. And Fisher is able to scramble free inside the 30 to the 22. And one thing about the Packers, and that's 32 yards on a third down and 12. And now Favre, who is 5 for 5 for 105 yards, is 6 for 6 and a touchdown to Javon Walker.
holy moly,
Whoa,
this
boy.
guy is something.
Well, on a night like tonight, this has to be the greatest place in the world for Brett Favre to be. Therapeutic, on the field, playing football. They win, the Seahawks win, and the Cowboys lose. They could miss the playoffs. And that deals with the Pittsburgh-Baltimore game, believe it or not, of all crazy things. On third and 3, Charlie Garner.
Offensive left guard, he's 6'8". Now that's a big guard.
Big hole for Garner inside the 10, and the Raiders are right back in the game. 25 yards for number 25.
Yeah, on this drive they ran 5 times and only passed 1 time. We were just talking about Langston Walker playing left guard the first time in his life. Charlie Garner ran right behind Langston Walker.
Tony Fisher comes in the third down situation, as he did before when they threw him a screen for 32. Now they need 8, and now the catch is made by Javon Walker. He hauls it in. Well, we've said it for years. He's an extraordinary player, obviously, but he's also an extraordinary guy. Second and a short 4. Starts to go to his left, under pressure, and he gets taken down on his side of the 50 by Tyler Brayton, their rookie.
You don't know how you handle those things, but he's doing it because he's Brett Favre.
Third down and 11, and he slings it perfectly into the arms of Donald Driver and takes that to the 19-yard line. So third and long. Nobody in the backfield. They spread the field on third down and 4. And Favre escaping pressure, and that one is floated up in the air. He was under. Still night. Perfecto. Third down and 5 from the 39-yard line. And that pass is incomplete, intended for including Green Bay's fate. Will they be in or out? From the 11-yard line, they begin this drive with Amon Green through the middle behind that offensive line. And all 5 of those guys, third and longs, meaning double digits or more. Here's a third and 9. Favre slings it to the outside, and the catch is made inbounds by Robert Ferguson. Another great grab right in front of the Oakland bench.
And it's also right in front of Philip Buchanan again.
And Oakland is assessed a timeout because of the unsuccessful challenge. And Favre going deep into double coverage, and it is caught by Javon Walker in front of 2 Raiders for a touchdown. 43 yards and a 254-yard first quarter and a half for Brett Favre. Unbelievable.
He's just throwing on Philip Buchanan. I mean, you talk about someone toast or getting toasted. It's number 31 tonight. And he's going to throw to him whether there's a safety there or not. He gets a step, he gets a step, he gets behind both the corner and safety. He just throws it up and he out jumps.
But it was the spot. Maybe he just misstated what he was looking at. First down from the 48-yard line. Favre again into a lot of traffic. And how in the world does Javon Walker make that? Double him, triple him, nothing matters.
And Brett Favre immediately calls timeout.
305 yards in the first half. And Javon Walker, their first-round pick in 2002, having a monster night. And that pass is caught by David Martin, and he gets into the act with a touchdown.
Yeah, we talked about the Green Bay Packers being such a good screen team. They're also a great bootleg team. And when you get down here,
right,
I think for domination in a sport, I think I'd take Shaq.
2nd and 9. And that's caught by Jerry Rice, and there's a guy who's dominated a few games in his time.
You start looking, this is going to be over soon. I want to make memories.
And Rick Meyer would like to forget that. And now the Raiders are out of timeout, so Meyer trying to gather the team, get them set. So it's 4th down at the 50-yard line. And Meyer, well, he's going to get taken down at the 41, and they're going to turn the ball over here as Kabir Baja-Biamila is in there. The Raiders have to come back out of the tunnel to defend this play.
Because you're either going to sling it or kneel down, and I can't see him kneeling down.
Yeah.
Not from the shotgun.
When you're beating double and triple coverage all night, why not? There's no downside to this. He loves going left. He's terrific rolling left. He's going to the end zone. Is this possible? No. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good, though, all things considered, in the first half. What a half. What a performance. Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers on top 31-7. It's amazing. Pressing for him of circumstances to have that first half is simply unbelievable. Najee Davenport at the 10, running it back, and the Packers begin the second half with a long run back, and Janikowski appeared to be in a position to want to stop him, and then
take the ball in space coming over the top of your head.
2nd and 10, Green. That's behind Henderson. Horrible tackling by the Raiders. Just terrible. Down to the 11-yard line. A little too high. That time the linebacker
somewhat special.
27-yard attempt. Longwell splits the uprights. 2 minutes into.
I think there's more Santa Clauses here than Packer fans.
3rd down and 10. The Christmas has come early for the Packer fans. And they complete it to Rice, and then he has it batted out of his hands. But I think he comes up with it himself. Bowju dislodged the ball, but he gets it back in a big hole for Wheatley. Wheatley inside the 10 and then dragged down at the 7-yard line. Too late now. 2nd down and goal from the 9. Lofted and then picked off by Hawthorne. So an underthrown pass intended for Teo Johnson, the tight end. Underthrown, and Hawthorne, the guy playing tonight because of the injury. 3rd down and 8. Favre is going to launch this one. And in between 2 defenders is Donald Driver to haul it in. 900-yard rushing games. Tonight, he has 120. 3rd down and 9. Favre picks up another first down, and all night long in the first half it was the key. Philadelphia came back. His career high in touchdown passes is 5, but they keep it on the ground here, And going nearly untouched into the end zone is Ahman Green.
That's what we were talking about earlier, how running is easier as the quarters go on. If you can get a lead and you can keep running, running will be the easiest in the fourth quarter.
I would think it's a combination. I mean, you grow up in a situation where, you know, football is the life of the house.
The other thing, like we were kidding with Brett Favre yesterday, you always have the football.
Yeah. Picked off Michael Hawthorne.
You know, and as a kid, it was always the guy that has the ball is going to be the pitcher, and the guy that has the ball is going to be the quarterback.
41. And the Oakland Raiders 7. So the AutoTrader.com postgame show coming up next from Oakland.